to my next patient, and suddenly a doctor goes, I need you in here right now. And I said, okay, well, either in trouble or they really need music therapy services. So I got pulled into a room and I noticed sitting on the bed, there was a little 6-year-old girl with her legs dangling off the edge, these big brown eyes. There was a physical therapist sitting behind her, having his hand on his back, telling her, we're gonna need you to sit here for at least 15 minutes. There was at least 5 medical staff, all standing around her in a semicircle, literally just staring at her in this silent room. And she had these tears in her eyes and she was just staring straight ahead. I asked the doctor what the referral was for, what was going on as I walked in the room, and he said, we need her to sit at the edge of her bed for at least 15 minutes in order to help support her recovery. This is a crucial part of her recovery process. This isn't an option. She has to do this. So I looked at him and said, okay, so in a situation where this little girl had no control, music therapy offers control in a situation. So I take out my guitar, I introduce myself to her, and I let the music do the work. I pull out of my bag and I say, this looks like the best situation to make a band. And suddenly she kind of looks at me and she nods. And I said, we're gonna make a band with all your doctors here in the room. What do you think about that? And suddenly I saw a little smile. I said, all right, great. So I have a tambourine here. Which doctor is gonna play the tambourine? She looked over and pointed to one. I said, great, our tambourine player. Pulls out a shaker. She found a different doctor. Her. Wonderful. Gave her a shaker. Went through different instruments in my bag, giving her the choice to decide which staff member got to play this instrument, all while still achieving her goal of sitting at the edge of the bed, but now shifting her focus onto music, making her choose who was going to be the member of her band and what they were going to do. I started to sing a song, and she got to point to each staff member who got to solo by themselves, and she directed them. Fast. You play slow. Really loud, and then really quiet. She had control in this situation through music. She was able to control her environment while still sitting at the edge of her bed for at least 15 minutes. We went from a room of silence with everyone staring at her to people smiling, dancing, creating music together, and engaging and building a relationship with this little girl using music therapy. At the end of the session, she's smiling and making eye contact with everybody. We almost had to force her to go back into bed to go lay back down again because she just was having such a great time. Over the course of her hospitalization, day by day, she got better and better, and music therapy was a crucial part of her treatment in order to help her do that. We used music in order to help support her goals. So for that example, music was a great motivator to get her sitting at the edge of the bed for that long period of time, giving her control and autonomy in that situation. The next day, we were working on walking down the hallway. We used drums, as you'll see in this photo, as a motivator. So I would put them in different spaces down the hallway, and she was encouraged to walk towards them, giving her something to look forward to. We would get there, we would rock out and have a great jam session, and she would walk towards the next one, achieving her goal of walking and using music as the motivator to do so. As the days went on, she started to sing. She received more